It's June 19th, 1978. You arrive at your first day on the job. The way to get here was a bit rough, as expected. It's far from home and the sun has already set. It's not that hard. Just keep a lookout for any fires in the area every now and then. Enjoy the night, nothing's gonna happen. After all, being a park ranger can't be that difficult. Around you see the basics for a park ranger to do their job. The computer to check the latest weather report, the emergency radio transmitter in case someone is in danger, the satellite phone in case of any emergency, a wood stove to keep the room warm, a bed, a locker where you find a flashlight, and a rifle, just in case. You go outside and check on all cardinal directions. North, there seems to be no activity. East, also no activity. West, you see a campsite a few miles away. And south, no activity besides the campsite you saw west. You go back inside and use the computer's park service system to see the weather report. The weather is mostly cloudy with dense fog, showers expected overnight. Suddenly the radio captures a signal. Just some kids and their goddamn pranks. 20 minutes went by, so you go outside once again to check for fires. When, out of nowhere... The generator? Shit, is it out of gas? The power in the watchtower ran out and you have to check the generator all the way downstairs. Every step you go down is another step you'll have to go up. You finally step on solid ground. The generator, you must have run out of gas. You go around the cabin and get the gasoline can. As well as a computer disk that was the only thing left on the shelf. You leave, put all the gasoline in the generator, hoping it lasts until the morning. And go back up the stairs of the watchtower. As you arrive at the very top, you immediately insert the disk in the computer to see what it is.
Maze of the Minotaur. You awake in a labyrinth. You don't remember much. It's all sort of a blur. The voyage, the weather, the shipwreck. Did any of the crew survive? You're cold and alone. Your head hurts. Your vision is still blurry. The large stone walls and towers obscuring what little light the moon provides. It feels like someone is watching you, hiding in the shadows. There's no certainty of survival.
You continue.
You awake on a stone altar, a large stone slab of some kind.
There's either a way north or east. You go north.
The walls seem to close in around you as you enter the northern tunnels. The inviting light of the moon is gone, and only the slight, vastly spaced light of the wall-adorned torches greet you down the long path.
You go further north.
You continue down the long northern tunnel. It's easy to lose your bearings. It all looks the same.
You keep going.
You're met with a stone wall. There is no way forward.
The tunnel continues to the west. You continue.
Through the light you feel a flash of hope, as a dim light seems to greet you at the west end of this hall.
West.
Almost as if an answer to your prayers, you are face to face with the cold glow of the moon once more. This time illuminating something far more interesting in the form of a large, radiant pole catching every moonbeam that comes through the cracks of the ceiling, glowing across the almost completely still surface. The pool seems far less than exciting. However, as the surface reveals that the light rests atop it, none seems to penetrate the thick, soupy mire. You can return to the terrible darkness to the east, or head west through a large and comfortable opening beyond the pool. It certainly looks like no place for someone like you, but your options are of course, limited.
West.
You enter the large crevice and immediately know that something is wrong. The path before you is foreign. Even to the design of the Colosseum, you found yourself slowly coming to terms with everything from the walls, to the makeshift supports, to the very path you walk upon, was made well after this building was put together. Everything but this feels wrong. You do not belong here. Yet, here you are.
South.
Just as you felt the path could get no darker, it seems to have done just that as you continue walking. There is thick smell in the air.
South.
The lights that fill the tunnel are now all the heavier. It's impossible to escape the ghoulish odor that has sunk deep into the cavernous walls. The light that the torches guide you along reveal that can only be described as a hole of depravity. The floor is thick with the dark red viscera of things that were once alive, like you, once lost, like you, once followed.
South.
The heavy heat on your back is so evident now that you can no longer pretend it is simply your mind adjusting the fresh size of the torches as having heated the very floor you stand on. That floor thick and white, but unquestionably cold. This heat is foreign to you, as is the overwhelming sense of despair that fills your heart. You look up and notice the word surprise. Whatever is behind you was waiting for this moment. A horrible grinding sound revs up behind you.
You run west. The phone rings. For a moment you forgot you were working. You pick up the phone. Hello?
Hi, honey.
Hi baby, how's everything?
It's fine. The kids miss you.
Tell them I'll be back before they know it.
Make sure you bring something home for them.
I found some fossilized rocks on the horse ride up here. Just happened to rest by a lake, and there they were.
How's the job?
It's fantastic. I can't wait to bring you guys along in the future. Maybe this summer?
Is that allowed?
Not really, but all the guys do it. Family trip once a year.
I get so nervous in the woods. Are you being careful?
When have you known me to not be careful?
Jim, I'm serious. You're all alone up there. No help for else.
Damn, the phone's dying.
Honey, are you there?
Shit. It's dead. Hearing the voice of your wife is always good, even when she's worried about your own safety. Being all alone for a whole week in the middle of the forest, it's definitely not a job for everyone. But someone has gotta do it. But you haven't yet figured out what the disc is about. The computer awaits you.
You awake on a stone altar, a large stone slab of some kind. You have a choice of 3 paths. You feel different, lightheaded.
You realized you are at the very beginning, and notice that there's a path you had missed, south.
In the monotony of endless dark halls, you almost miss the doll laying on the floor.
You leave it, and continue south.
You are now presented with 3 paths. Perhaps there is something you are looking for here. Perhaps there is nothing here by more unseen eyes following you. It's time to find out.
The hall divided into 2 different paths, east and west. You go west.
An almost pitch-black stone hallway greets you. Your footsteps echo back from the darkness ahead.
You continue west.
This path is a waste of time, you think, as you move forward into the dark abyss. But as you begin to turn back, you hear the giggle of a child running towards you from the darkness. Hi there, the girl says. Have you seen my doll? No, you respond. If you can find her for me, I'll lead you out of here, she replies. She blocks your path, but this is the first opportunity you have come upon in this godforsaken place.
You remember the doll you left behind earlier and make your way back there. That being east, east, and north. And take it.
You grab the soggy doll. It feels cold in your hand.
You go south, west, and west to return to the little girl and hand her the doll.
She giggles and says, "Thank you." She takes your hand and leads you into the darkness, down a narrow stairway. She gets too far ahead. She's gone. You're alone.
The girl led you into what you think is a trap. There's no way to go. The only thing you can do is simply look.
Hello? Is anyone there? Hello?
Hi, yes, I'm here.
Are you a park ranger?
Yes, I'm in charge of emergencies in this area of the park.
Okay, well, I know this probably sounds dumb, like I'm being overly paranoid, but I think there's somebody watching us in
What's your location?
Hold on. 34.1162 north, 118.1570 west.
Okay, I think I saw your campfire. I'm not too far away. I'm about 2 miles. How many people are you with?
There are 3 of us. We keep hearing things in the woods. I think somebody's there.
Maybe a bear?
No, we heard a voice. It sounded like a pig, but not an actual pig. Like somebody mimicking a pig.
It sounds like you guys are spooked, but it's highly unlikely anybody's out there. The park is pretty empty this time of the year.
Is there anything you can do? Can you check it out for us?
I'll come by to check it out, if that'll make you feel better.
Okay, thanks. Please hurry.
It's probably nothing to be worried about. You let the kids have their night. Someday they'll laugh at how scared they were today. You just have to finish what you started first. Then you go check on them. You can't make out anything in the midst of all the corrupted text, but one thing you realize is that you can still type. There seems to be a variety of choices, so you type 1. East. It seems like a dead end, but just to make sure, you try typing every other direction but back. It's a dead end. You return and try another way. West. Another dead end. South. Another dead end. And finally, north. The text is different. There's one more white line than it was in the other ways. And in the midst of all the incomprehensible text, you see a word. North. So you type it.
Help us. Only white send help. She won't let us go. Help, 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 help. We're trapped in the dark. No food, water.
Help. The window broke. Is all of that real? You go outside. Someone threw a rock up here? There's a strange smell of smoke in the air. The tower is on fire. You go outside, and seeing no way out, your only option is to jump. You survived the fall, got up, and ran, following the only visible path. Hello? Ranger service. You found the campsite where those kids had called you from minutes ago. What's going on here? Getting no response back, you decide to carefully check on the tents. Empty. Also empty. The tent is splattered with blood. Hello? I'm coming. Where are you? Jim was a great man, a hard worker, loyal to his wife, and a dad to his kids, that, unfortunately, along with the campers, was killed on duty, starting what will be the legacy of the driller killer in Power Drill Massacre. Thanks for watching. I'm 31 and I hope to see you next time I upload. Bye.